thing we were just talking about with the numbers, which is so important.
Oh,
I teach English, I'm not a numbers woman. On the other hand, Ezra Klein from the Washington Post is a numbers guy. He has charts that I can read, but I don't know a way to make that more available to people to know. How do we have that conversation when I'm not, how do I tell people to read Ezra? Because he's got the answers.
Can I tell you something? I give a talk when I was running for Congress. I'll gloat a little. I was one of the 6 Congress people that were running that year that would change Congress if they wanted. Okay? So I was at this big Maha event, a big high donor event, and I got up and I said, I'm really jealous of Republicans. And they said, what do you mean? I said, Republicans can run their entire campaign on a bumper sticker. And the word is no. No government, no taxes, no regulation. And here's the beauty of no. You don't have to explain. Oh my God, it's wonderful work. When you say no taxes, you assume it's done. I said, you know what the problem on my damn side is? Where about yes? Yes, some taxes, yes, some regulation, yes, some government. And the yes has to be explained. Because it isn't a broad yes to all your income. Yes, it's some taxes, based on certain circumstances, at a certain level, and it takes so damn long. And here's what my side has forgotten to remind the American people. They've forgotten to remind the American people that you don't build a life around no. You build a life around yes. Let me explain. Yes, I love you. Yes, I'll marry you. Yes, I'll take this job. Yes, I'll buy this house. Yes, I'll have these children. But you don't say yes to everything. And you don't say yes to everyone. And you don't say yes to 12 kids. You say yes to 2. It is a difficult and challenging yes. But you build a life around yes. And you build nothing around no. And we need to be able to be given the time to explain to the American people that yes is a celebration about what is possible and no takes us back. And what Mitt Romney wants to do is say no to everything because he doesn't need us. He doesn't. Whenever they talk about the job creators, you've got to get on talk radio and ask the next question. Creating a job where? Where? They are job creators, but they are no longer related to state. Why do you think Mitt Romney has money in the Cayman Islands? Why do you put money in a Swiss bank account? I asked a tax accountant that. Only one reason. Not to pay taxes. You don't care about the economy of the Cayman Islands. You don't even care if there's a bank teller in the Cayman Islands. I mean, think about it. The only reason to shove it there is because it's called tax avoidance. And why does Mitt Romney not want to show you his 2009 tax return? Notice he stopped at 2010. Well, at least give me 2009. Anyone know what happened in 2009? Oh, this is a great fodder for talk radio. 2009, the IRS passed a tax amnesty proposal. And they said to all those rich people, bring your money in from all those little foreign locations and we won't penalize you. Just pay the damn taxes, no penalty, we won't know. Just bring it in. People did. People did by the billions. Probably did. Why don't we see his 2009 tax return? Because then you'll find out how much money he wasn't ever paying on. And that's why it's so important. And then I'll give you a little sidebar that I can't say is totally accurate, but maybe. Who has been the most obnoxious about Mitt Romney's tax returns? What politician? Harry Reid. What do we know about Harry Reid and Mitt Romney? What do they have in common?
They share a religion.
They share a religion. They're both Mormon. Okay. So now let me tell you the Mormon connection again. I love these stories. I don't know if it's totally true, but it sounds close. So here's what happened. Who do we know that ran for president and only made it through the New Hampshire primary, but was also Mormon?
John Huntsman.
John Huntsman. What do you know about John Huntsman's father? He invested in Bain in the early years. So John Huntsman's father and Mitt Romney go back. Who is really pissed at how his son was treated? John Huntsman's father. He is really angry at Mitt Romney. So the rumor on the street is, from my friends in Washington, is that John Huntsman's dad and Mitt Reid talk. And they talk a lot because he's had access to lots of things and lots of information about Mitt Romney's tax returns. Now, do I believe it? No. Is it great mythology? Sure. But at the same time, this is the problem with not releasing your tax returns. That story has legs because it could be true. Because when you don't show me, and in the damn return you do show me, you manipulate the result, why would I believe anything? Why would anyone elect someone who is so not transparent as President of the United States? How can you put your future into a blank slate? And that's exactly what people are being asked to do. And the question I have is, why the hell would Republicans want to do it? They don't trust him anyway. You know, that's what's so frightening. And that's what we're seeing. It's really, really scary. So this is an opportunity.